product universe here. Donald Trump responds to the third attempt on his life at the White House Correspondent's dinner. This is must see.
Madam Chairman, I just want to say you did a fantastic job. What a beautiful evening, and we're going to reschedule. Okay. And after that, it's very tough for her to ask a killer question, right? But you have done a fantastic job. Please.
Mr. President, I appreciate it. As you mentioned, it all happened so quickly.
Yeah.
And I wonder, especially because unfortunately you have experience with these sorts of threats, in that moment when you realized there was a threat and service agents were telling us to get down, can you describe what was going through your mind, how you were feeling in that moment?
That's a very good question, actually. It's always shocking when something like this happens. It's happened to me a little bit, and that never changes. The fact, we were sitting right next to each other, the First Lady on my right, and I heard a noise and sort of thought it was a tray. I thought it was a tray going down. I've heard that many times, and it was a pretty loud noise. And it was from quite far away. He hadn't breached the area at all. They really got him. But so it was quite far away, but it was a gun. And some people really understood that pretty quickly. Other people didn't. I was watching to see what was happening. Probably should have gone down even faster. Melania was very cognizant, I think, of what happened. I think she knew immediately what happened. She was saying, "That's a bad noise." And we were whisked away along with other people, but we were really whisked away. And again, the performance of the Secret Service and the police, all of the law enforcement, I thought was really good. So it was very quick. There wasn't a lot of time to be thinking, because it was a matter of seconds before we were out the door and gone into an area. We very much, and you wanted to too, we very much wanted to continue it, because I don't like to let these sick people, these thugs, these horrible, horrible people, change the fabric of our life, change the course of what we do. So we held out. You were there. We held out right till the end, but they didn't want to take a chance, and I understand there was protocol. But we're going to be doing one hopefully within the next 30 days or sooner, and I am ready, willing, and able. And I was all set to really rip it. And I said to my people, this would be the most inappropriate speech ever made if I said one. So I'll have to save it. I don't know if I could ever be as rough as I was going to be tonight. I think I'm going to be probably very nice. I'll be very boring the next time, but we're going to have a great event. And you did a fantastic job. Thank you very much. Peter, go ahead.
Thank you, President Trump. There's a report in the New York Post that this assailant assembled his weapon somewhere on site at the hotel. What do you think about that? And I ask respectfully, why do you think this keeps happening to you?
Well, you know, I've studied assassinations, and I must tell you, the most impactful people, the people that do the most, you take a look at the people, Abraham Lincoln, I mean, you go through the people that have gone through this where they got them, but the people that do the most, the people that make the biggest impact, they're the ones that they go after. They don't go after the ones that don't do much because they like it that way. And when you look at the people that have either, whether it was an attempt or a successful attempt, they're very impactful people. Just take a look at the names there, the big names. And I hate to say I'm honored by that, but I've done a lot. We've done a lot. We've taken this country, and we were a laughing stock for years, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We've changed this country, and there are a lot of people that are not happy about that. So I think that's the answer, Peter.
And after Butler, your team for a while rethought outdoor events.
Yeah.
Do you think that you now need to rethink
No.
indoor?
Well, but then you just don't do events. No, I can't do that. I have to. It is what it is. We have to do it. The room was very, very secure. You know, he charged from 50 yards away, so he was very far away from the room.
And what did you think when you saw the video of how fast he was running?
He was moving. He was really moving. And the reaction time was great. Boy, those guys, they had their guns drawn literally, by the time he was there, they were shooting.
That's right.
I thought they were very impressive. I thought they were very impressive. And if I didn't, I'd let you know. I'm not going to be. I would not stand for that. No, I thought they were very impressive.
President Trump, thank you, President Trump, and thank you for updating us on the
Thank you.
suspect earlier. Were you aware of any threats? Was your team aware of any threats beforehand? And do you believe you were the target of this tonight?
I guess. I mean, these people they're crazy. They're crazy, and you never know. He was very far away from me. He had to go through a lot. We had resources all over. We had resources sitting at tables, literally in disguise, sitting maybe at your table, who knows? But we had people all over the room, so he had a long way to go. That was really a first line of defense, and they got him. And they really, they acted incredibly. No, there was no notification. We had no idea. Go ahead,
Do you know
Kevin.
any political motivations from this?
Well, you never know.
suspect?
Now, we'll be able to tell you that maybe by tomorrow or the next day. He's in custody, and they're asking him a lot of questions. I guess they're going over, Todd, and they're already at his apartment. He lives in California.
Yes, sir.
And they're over there, so they'll be able to tell you. Thank you, Caitlin.
President Trump, did the suspect say anything, or was he wearing anything that would allege some type of motive here?
No, I mean, he was a guy who looked pretty evil when he was down. They had him down. He was fighting hard. He was in my opinion, a sick person. Who would do that but a sick person? But I think you're going to find everything about him. No reason to talk about it now. But tomorrow at this time, long before this time, you're going to know a lot of things about him. They seem to think he was a lone wolf, and I feel that too.
Are you concerned about U.S. Secret Service protection ability? We saw several of the detailees take minutes to be escorted out of the room.
No, they acted very quickly. No, I was very impressed by Secret Service. I mean,
Service did great.
I'm the one, and Mark Wayne, you would agree with that, I
Yes,
think.
absolutely.
I'm the one that would complain. You don't have to complain for me. I would be complaining. I'd be up here right now saying they didn't do their job. Oh, believe me, because, it's my life, and I want to live because I want to make this country great. That's why I want to live. But when you're impactful, they go after you. When you're not impactful, they leave you alone.
Well, what happened on April 26, 2026 will be another day that will live in infamy, as it marked another day, just like 2024 in Palm Beach, Florida, and July 13th, 2024 in Butler, Pennsylvania, where an assailant, or whatever you want to call them, attempted to end President Donald J. Trump's life. Another radical sick person tried to end the life of our president, a president who just wants to make America great again, a president who was beloved by everyone, including the mainstream media, before 2015, until he announced he was going to run for president. But then, like a flip of the switch, once he entered the 2016 election, and most importantly, because he won the 2016 election and the 2024 election, he is now deemed evil by the very people that used to love him. The media has casted him as an evil person and likened him to history's and the world's worst dictators and people. They've also smeared his great name with the world's worst words in an attempt to destroy him politically. They've created Trump derangement syndrome, which has spread like wildfire into a serious and potent mental illness. Because of the media's lies, which everyday people are listening to, everyday, hardworking people who don't have the time to know or watch another news channel, they only have little time to tune into the mainstream media for a little period each day. And because they're tuned into this lying mainstream media, they trust and believe everything that they're listening to because they trust that the news is the news. But in our country today, the news has been taken over by biased people with a radical agenda that they seek to push. They mostly push an agenda nowadays. Very little do they actually cover the actual news anymore. They just slander and smear Donald Trump all day long and call it news. The mainstream media nowadays is just a full blown Trump derangement syndrome therapy session where they vent their biased frustrations but claim they are factual, unbiased news. This media induced TDS is very dangerous, as we've now seen 3 times. People are falling for what the media is spewing and actually believe that Trump is a king or a dictator, when in fact he was democratically elected and even received the most votes in 2024. He won in a landslide as a Republican, winning all the swing states, and he even left office of his own accord. But I guess that makes him a dictator and an authoritarian fascist, according to the media. I mean, give me a break. People are buying into the media's lies, and because of it, people are trying to eliminate the president because they think that it is the right thing to do, according to the media, because he is an evil person, according to them. That is not the right thing. It is the wrong thing. What type of people think violence is okay? Donald Trump has given his life to serve our country and to make America great again. No president has gone through more than him. And the media and sick individuals will most likely continue going after him, all because President Trump is making America great again. And some people don't want to see America be great. I pray for President Trump and our great country every single day. We should all come together as Americans, as there is more that unites us than divides us. We all love our president and want him to succeed for the American people. No one should ever wish for our country and our president to fail. That is just un American right there. And no one, I mean no one, should ever wish for our president to be dead. That is just plain wrong. How many more times are we going to see the same scenario play out before enough is enough? Thank you to our brave and hero Secret Service for preventing what could have been the worst catastrophe in American history. But that's just my 2 cents, and you are entitled to your 2 cents. If you want, share your opinion in the comments below, as all of your points are welcome. If you enjoyed this informational and educational video, then give the video a like and turn on my channel notifications so that you'll be notified the next time I release a new video. Thanks for watching, God bless you, and God bless America. Click on the videos on the screen to continue watching my content.